This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. Arizona marking another deadly day in the coronavirus pandemic. The state reporting 244 new deaths related to the virus. That's enough to make the top 5 highest reporting days since this pandemic began. Officials also adding another 9,300 cases. Our total now just a few dozen shy of 700,000. The percentage of available ICU beds at hospitals across the state still in the single digits. And an ICU nurse at Banner University Medical Center Phoenix, fresh off an overnight shift, tells us the situation is chaotic, with nurses and doctors responding to emergency after emergency. She's all too familiar with the calls of code blue and the families forced to say goodbye over video calls.
As they're saying their last goodbyes, we're holding their hands. We're trying to make them feel reassured, almost, being that person there. They don't get to see their daughter or their son for the last time, but at least they get to feel some sort of human warmth in that moment.
That nurse tells us some days are tougher than others, but they are doing the best they can, trying to manage all the patients. If you were hoping to get a coronavirus vaccine before spring, you may be out of luck. The state health department is saying all appointments at State Farm Stadium and Phoenix Municipal Stadium are booked up through the end of February. And Maricopa County is saying tonight it's no guarantee they will have the supply to give the second doses for people in the expected time frame. It all depends on distribution from the federal government in the coming weeks. Now, right now, those state-run sites do have supply, so that's where Maricopa County is urging residents to book appointments. And the best advice, keep checking the registration website or calling the hotline to see if any times have opened up. That information is right there on your screen. Starting from square one, Biden administration's biggest challenge now, containing and controlling the coronavirus outbreak.
Our national strategy is comprehensive. It's based on science, not politics. It's based on truth, not denial, and it's detailed. You can review.
The president signing 10 executive actions today, among them using the Defense Production Act to make more COVID-19 supplies, requiring masks at airports, on planes, buses, and trains. Most of those places already do require masks, and requiring international travelers to show proof of a negative COVID-19 test and quarantining once they land.
I know these bold, practical steps will not come cheaply, but failing to do so will cost us so much more dearly.
Looking ahead, as early as tomorrow, President Biden is expected to invite the 4 top congressional leaders to the White House to discuss his legislative agenda, and the pandemic is at the top of that list. Aides close to the president say he is aware he needs bipartisan support to get his COVID plan passed. The son of Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb is now out of jail just a few hours after being arrested in a near-fatal DUI crash. Brand new video to show you now of Cooper Lamb appearing before the judge for the first time last night. He's accused of driving under the influence when he nearly killed a bicyclist back in July near the Santan Valley area. Took 6 months for the toxicology reports to come back. According to court paperwork, he had at least 2 types of drugs in his system. Charge of drug possession was dropped, but he is being charged with aggravated assault.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking your forecast here, and some more storms coming in. The latest storm system that hit our state over the last 24 hours or so is going to be clearing to the east, but we have 2 more coming in behind it. So through the weekend and early next week, the weather remains really unsettled as we continue to track chances for rain here in the valley and snow up north. And by the time we get to this 3rd storm early next week, the snow level could go down to about 3,000 feet. We're going to be tracking some much cooler air with that one for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Here's a look at tomorrow. Just a slight chance of a few spotty showers, nothing major. Temperatures in the 60s in the afternoon, but then we ramp up those rain chances here for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Some valley spots could get over a ½ an inch of rain, maybe even close to an inch in some locations for that 4-day stretch.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.